What's up, boys? Welcome back to another vlog. It's been a little while, but we have a mod for the GTI today, and that's what I'm excited about because there's a little mini backstory on this, and we kind of screwed up prior to having now the right one. So originally we bought a steering wheel cover from pinalloy.com, which is actually, fun fact, where I got these mirror covers, and well, it didn't fit, and the flaps were too big on the sides for the steering wheel cover. So today, we have a brand new steering wheel cover. We returned the other one. Now we have a new one. This one actually looks a lot better than the other one. Okay, so I went ahead and kind of got it started, but this is the brand new steering wheel cover that we have. The other one was just not working. The flaps were too long and they didn't line up when you brought them down. That's unfortunate. So I went ahead and kind of got started on the process. As you guys know or may have seen, it's not a very easy process. It's kind of like a step-by-step guide. So I know I don't have a video of the whole step-by-step guide, but I'm gonna tell you really quickly before I continue working on it. What you wanna make sure is that this line is completely aligned with your center, basically centered all the way down straight from where your 0 speed limit is all the way down to your center of the Volkswagen logo. 3M tape roll right here and just cut off like a bunch of little pieces and just kind of tuck them in right here. There's double-sided 3M tape pieces. You're going to basically put them on this side all the way down around, pretty much all the way around the whole thing, and then same thing with this side as well. So the front and the back side, make sure to put tape all the way around. The bottom is easy because you just take the slips of tape off. I have literally one piece here, one piece there. Take slip off, and then you're going to take your little guard tool right here and you're just going to hack away and tuck it in. Make sure to use power. Don't be afraid to really push and tuck it in. I'm going to show you when I do this side because that's what I'm going to do next. Tape off on this side, so we're going to hold that. We're going to basically push that down, put that in, and continue going. And you can make sure that you have enough space too. So like if you know you have too much space on one side, you can kind of like pull it a little bit like that, and then you pretty much just push it down just like so, like that. Not too bad, right? Cool. So here's a different perspective for you guys. It's very hard to do it with one hand, so it's a little bit easier if I can just do it on the head strap and I can kind of show you, because it's not easy and you kind of have to give a little bit of power to do it. But once you get it to tuck in, it actually starts to kind of do its thing and mold together and get it looking right. So I have to tuck like a good amount of this inside of there to get that to actually mold. But as you guys can see, it's not exactly the easiest thing you've ever seen. So, but overall, there you have it. That side is pretty much in. I just need to tuck this piece in too. I also forgot a piece of tape right there. So just do this. And I'll kind of show you a little bit of the process of that. Just put a little piece of tape, just like that right there. And then I have to put one like back right over here too on each side. So for the most part, your sides and your bottom are in. They're ready to go. Ready to be sewn together. I just have to attach the backs kind of like this, and then you pretty much are gonna sew each piece kind of like this. So it's gonna kind of start like this from here, from the back slip right here to this slip, and then it's just gonna carry its way all the way up and around to here. And then you're gonna take a different set of string, of sewing string, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna just do the bottom half. Once you get this kind of situated and you get this all down, once you get into a rhythm of sewing, it's actually pretty easy. It's just gonna take you about a half hour to 45 minutes just to kind of twill each and every single one of them. All right, boys, so I went ahead and took all of the pieces of tape off and secured it down, and boom. Now you're starting to kind of see a form, like it's actually down. You don't really see much of the steering wheel anymore. And if you see kind of a little bit why it's a little wrinkled, that's gonna happen, because essentially what happens is when I start sewing it, it'll straighten itself out, as you can see here as I tighten that in. So once you tighten each section, it'll basically straighten each other out. You just have to pretty much guide it to do that. Pretty cool though, it looks really sick. The Alcantara looks nice, and just another piece of the puzzle of this car to look really clean, and dang. Looking like a legitimate sports car now, boys. Liking that. All right, boys, it is now day 2, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the process of how I've pretty much done the whole thing. I've had my dad help, Taylor kind of help me a little bit, because I've never sewn before, so this is my first time kind of like learning to do it. Actually very cool, tedious, but kind of cool to kind of go through it. I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit of kind of how it's done. So the steering wheel is on and currently looks really nice. We have this side all done, and I'm working on this side right now, and I will throw the POV head strap on to kind of show you how it works. We have up to here. I have to tuck that in. We have kind of this done. Gonna tuck that in. This side needs to be kind of redone because that was not 100% perfect, but we'll flush that right in. So yeah, I was kind of going through, and the easiest way to kind of thread this is to essentially, you'll see this little black, it's kind of hard to show on camera, but there's this little black hole in between the red thread on each side. Well, it's black on this side and it's red on the back side. So you'll see like a little red dot on each side, and you essentially take the needle. Once you put your thread on your needle, you essentially will poke it and push it through, and you can thread it any way. This is kind of the way I've done it. It's not the perfect looking thread you'll ever see, but like it's good enough. I mean, Volkswagen didn't really do much of a fancy job either on theirs, so I'm not super concerned as long as it's flush and it looks pretty good. Overall, it feels excellent and I love it so far, but we have to kind of continue the process and kind of finish this whole thing. But the tape is staying down. We got the tape down. Everything is pretty much flush and secured. And I'm actually going to show you a little bit of the thread. I'm almost done with this side. Actually looks pretty good. Best honestly I could get. The thread goes through this black hole right here, and then it goes through that little red hole in the back. There we go. Now it goes through. All right, get it through. Like I said, it's not the easiest thing you'll ever do in life, but it does work if you're patient with it. And just like that, and you're gonna just pull the thread. Don't be afraid to pull it tight. It will not break. Don't pull it too tight to where it does break. By the way, fantasy Super Bowl, and I'm losing by 40. That's why I got my fantasy up. And basically you're gonna keep going through, and you're gonna just keep tucking, and I'm gonna keep going down. We're gonna go with this one. I have a couple left to do here, and then we're pretty much done. So I'll go through these. I'm pretty sure I have enough thread to finish it. I'm hoping I do. And I have a hole. I have literally, they give you in this package, I'll put the link in the description by the way to this, but they give you 2 threads with 2 needles, which is great. You have your 3M tape, they give you the squeegee tool, and then obviously they give you the wrap. Overall, I think I recommend buying just a brand new steering wheel. I just think the overall way it will probably work is just getting a new steering wheel. But I guess if you want to save money, and you don't want to spend a whole lot, but you still want your steering wheel to look kind of new and different, this does work, and that's why they sell them, and they do end up selling. They do work. They do its job, essentially. You just have to be very patient with it and kind of go through the motions, or be a professional and know what you're doing. It's tough, because you can send this to a professional and they will do it for you. You just have to spend a good amount of money. So right here, I missed the thread, right? So missing the thread, you have to pull it kind of tighter. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. I have actually a little bit tighter on this side than I do on this side. I got to kind of tighten this up a little bit. Like this has to tuck in more. Let me see if I can get it now. Let's see. Come on. Come on, boys. We got this. We can do this. This can look good. Come on. Get in there, boy. Get in there. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, she's going right in there. Here we go, Bob. Here we go. All right, another quick update. This is completely done. Boom. Tightened up the sides, I can't believe we got that as good as we did. That actually looked really nice. Cleaned that up, tucked it in as best as I could. Ended up doing the threads on this side, got that in. So this is day 2. It's currently New Year's Eve. So happy New Year, everybody. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I have to go to a New Year's Eve party. So I started this yesterday, later in the day, don't know why. And then had to continue it today, also later in the day, don't know why. And I have a New Year's Eve party, so tomorrow, on New Year's Day, is when we're gonna be able to finish this. I'm sorry I'm not able to show like literally everything. I'm trying my best. This is my first time, like I said, I've ever sewed. So trying to do all this has actually been really hard, but cool mod for this car. It does save some money. It is a pain in the butt, so if you have the extra money, go buy yourself a new steering wheel. But so far, looking good, boys, and we'll be back for day 3, because that's how many days this needs, apparently. It is now day 3, and Taylor is coming out to help. My mom came out to help because she's done sewing before. My dad has helped, Taylor has helped, and I did a little bit. So we've all kind of been hands-on. So far, so good, but yeah, those side pieces have been nothing but irritating, and I'm just not really sure why, and I can't seem to figure it out, but that's a project for after. Let's get the main piece of the puzzle done first, and then we'll get to that those pieces after. Right now, I'm just trying to secure the last couple pieces of the top. Taylor kind of did most of it. I've kind of done from about here on, finishing out. She got into a rhythm. She's good with the knotting and stuff, so I let her do that. And then now I'm just over here finishing the job and trying to get it to done. It looks really nice, boys. Like, I'm really satisfied with the way it looks. I'm just a little irritated by the flaps. I need to figure out what to do with those. I've been doing a lot of this off camera only because it's just kind of hard when you're trying to figure out what to do next and how it works, especially when you've never really sewn anything in your life before. So I'm sorry if I haven't gotten all the footage. I've been really kind of doing check-ins with you guys and explanations and kind of doing the best I absolutely can to show you guys the process. And it's not easy. So that way now you guys know. I don't really know if it's worth it. I guess I kind of want to see the finished product and then I'll kind of make my assumption from there. So like sometimes it wants to go through and sometimes it doesn't, but like overall that's just kind of nitpicking. That's really not that big of a deal. It's like I said, it's the fitment of these flaps and I'm not really so sure on why they're doing that, but it's just happening and we're doing the best we can with what we got and hoping we can get those flaps to stay down. Like, see, look at that. That one went right through like it was nothing. That's crazy. Sugar. Well, you don't want that to happen. You just have to remember that it's just not gonna take 2 seconds and that you just have to be prepared. Did I miss a spot? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It looks like I missed a spot, but guess what? It's okay because it's not bulging out, which is good. So you'll notice over here we missed a spot and it's bulging out. We have to actually go back and fix that. This, if I don't pull it too tight, it won't bulge. So let's just make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, should be okay. That's another thing. You don't really want to miss spots because it will bulge. And you don't want that as that's falling off again. All right, let's make sure that is tight so when I pull it through, it doesn't fall off again. This should be good enough. Oh, go through. Come on, there we go. Get that baby on. All right. Now I'm probably gonna have to turn it, so I'll turn the car on. Why is it doing this again? Did my battery really just die again? You've gotta be kidding me. All right, boys. We're gonna have a quick little discussion about this whole thing. So technically I did do it right, but I did it a different way. So if you watch a bunch of videos and you see kind of how it works, and I'll kind of show you how it works because we're day 3 here. It's been a pain in the butt project, I will say, and it's pretty much done. And I'm gonna show you kind of the final product. And when I say that, I mean that. And here we go. Boom, there it is. It looks amazing. Absolutely stunning. We did a pretty damn good job tightening everything, making sure it looks good. I mean, everything is pretty tight. Everything is pretty good. There's no flaps hanging around except that one. So here's the whole spiel and here's the problem. We didn't do it wrong, but we did it the hard way. And because we did it the hard way, that's why it kind of looks a little wonky in certain places. That's why this has a little bit of a gap right here. That's why that is lifting. I have to fix that and this is not lifting because right around here we figured out what the hell we're doing wrong. And here's the problem. We were actually tucking, and you see it in the video throughout, we were actually pushing the threads through these little black pieces and then pushing them back through the red pieces on the other side. When in reality, all you had to do was take the thread and put them over that little red piece, push it through with the needle, put it back over that red piece and pull it back. That is the reason why this side is sucked down and this side is pointing up, because when we got to about here and we started putting it through the threads, as you can see, it started lifting the whole thing right here. But when we did it on this side and we put it through the actual red threads instead of putting it through the holes, it actually brought it down. Same thing with this that we didn't do on this side. So moral of the story is if you want to do it the way I did it, great. Do it, it works. It's a little bit more tedious, but it works. Here's the deal though. Do not do it my way when you come up to the side flaps. So if you want to do it the way I did it by tucking it through the holes, all here, and all the way around here, go ahead. But when you hit this side, the way you're going to do it is you're literally going to take the thread, put it on the needle, and you're going to poke it through just the original thread that's already there and bring it to the other side. Basically the same way I did it, but you're not creating your own hole. You're going to just literally put it over that red thread, back over the other red, and pull it back. Literally, that's all you gotta do. And you can literally do that for the whole thing. So in conclusion, what I'm saying is I don't necessarily recommend doing it my way, because my way was harder and it took a lot longer. Doing it that way the entire way through will probably make it look a little cleaner, and it'll be a lot easier because you don't have to find the hole. You just poke it through the red thread or whatever color you have and just keep going through the motions. So, lesson learned is when you're watching videos and you're trying to figure out how to do this because you've never sewn before. If you've already sewn, you're gonna watch this video and you say, why did he do it that? Why did he do it that way? Why did he do that? Well, I'm sorry boys, I didn't know how to do it. But regardless of the matter, we figured it out and we actually got it to look pretty good. Is it professional? No. But does it look good? Yes. And I hope you guys kind of took a little bit of a lesson from this whole video and kind of how I did it. And I just want you guys to kind of like look and make sure when you go do this, this is why I make videos like this. Because when you go through this, and they don't explain it in the how-to videos, and I don't know why, but now you got to kind of see the hell I went through and how I put it on, and I can stop you guys from going through that if you do it yourself. So just be sure and be kind of aware of what you're doing and how you're doing it, because you could end up running into the issues that I did if you do it my way. To get a little excited, because the whole story is now over, let me just show you guys one more time. Look how beautiful this thing is. I mean, damn. We got the Alcantara, it feels outstanding. We got the Alcantara and the GTI, the paddle shifters feel great. I mean, this thing is amazing, it feels awesome. I'm super, super hyped with it. I mean, at nighttime it looks so stunning. I mean, I just don't know what else to say. I mean, to save yourself some money, get yourself one of these. Make sure you just do everything the right way according to videos that you watch. And I mean, this is what you get. I mean, it looks like I bought a brand new steering wheel and I didn't. I don't have to worry about the greasy leather anymore that was getting old. I didn't have to worry about spending $400 to $700 or $400 to $800 on a new steering wheel. All I had to spend was under $100 on this. And a little bit of my own hard-working labor, along with my family members that helped out too. And then you have this. I mean, look how nice that looks. I mean, damn, that is awesome. Yeah, another mod done for the GTI. This one was harder than it needed to be, and that was on me. I made it harder than it needed to be, but it's okay. We made it through. We have some more mods coming soon, so boys, just stay tuned. Without further ado, boys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn your bell on so you get notifications whenever I post videos. And you know what, boys? I want to say Happy New Year to all you out there. It is now 2024. Got an exciting year ahead of us for YouTube. A lot of things that we're going to be putting into place and a lot of plans. A lot of goals to set. A lot of cool content for you guys. And I'm very excited for what this year brings for Real Speed and our entire family. I'm very excited. I'm super hyped. And boys, once again, thank you so much for watching. Peace out, and we'll see you again soon.